What do you particularly kind of feel you have learned in this particular time, and what would you like to articulate on, apart from this incredible concentration, energy, and focus of attention, but what kind of uh, particular thematic engagement or a new way of operation, new models of operation, and so on? What's the particular thing that you have been developing, considering of course, the Argentinian context that
Yeah,
might not be so easy?
it's true. It's true. We have an enormous uh, economic challenge in our country, and exactly, things are not easy. But I think that what we are learning is we had in one way or another um, constructed a museum that is presenting 10 or 12 important exhibitions every year, where we mostly showcase Argentine artists of very diverse generations. And in this case, we learned first that that sort of bet for the local was something that was a place of, let's say, of force for us, that it is a good place to be working with our local artists. And on the other hand, we also learned that we need to be more dynamic as an institution, that it is not enough, even if we have a very powerful education program, that with our artistic community we should be closer, further closer, let's say. And this new online program is allowing us to a flexibility and a dynamism that I'm hoping that it will stay in the institution, and that it has arrived at this time. But the idea will be to reopen the museum with its exhibitions, but to perhaps now it's a weekly program, then perhaps it becomes a bi-weekly or monthly program when we reopen. I don't know yet, but I am cherishing the freshness of the work that we receive from the artists. Artists in the north of Argentina, in the south, very close by, and everybody is with this enormous creative force that it's beautiful when it doesn't get filtered by the institution.
As in the beginning, we said that because of the new technology that we can now kind of uh, feel very close to each other, and this uh, and eventually also this innovations has an important impact on how artists work, how institutional uh, model evolves, and so on. And what do you see? How do you see the impact of this new technology, especially in this time of uh, uh, let's say, social distance?
Yes. Well, I think it's crucial. In our case, I'll give you just two examples. But for example, at the museum, we have donors, individual donors who live in Argentina and who live in the world. And for some reason, we had always worked with our donors, creating events that were, of course, physical in person at the museum for those living here. And I would travel and we would create activities and events in the world. And now, for the first time, given this circumstance, there are these meetings in Zoom of all the donors of the museum, the mecenas, and it's so beautiful to see everybody talking to each other for the first time. And I'm sure new alliances, new experiences will come out of that. And in the same vein, we usually gave our courses, uh, with the professors or the speakers invited at the museum to give their courses. And now they are, of course, online. And we have people from all over the country attending, I don't know, 500 people from all over the country attending a course on, gender issues in contemporary art. You go like, I say, I don't, this is so beautiful to see the world get closer in a way. So I think that we should really um, use this new, whatever good of this situation is brought to our eyes and to our presence. Um, we should embrace it and see like, okay, how we have to be a museum in a different way, being closer to as many people as possible, that have a sensitivity or a curiosity for art, and hopefully, we I think there are many things that can happen worldwide if these conversations continue.